When I first became Archbishop, it was suggested to me that from time to time I might like to record a message, and we called them our fireside chats. Well, I'm in Brecon Cathedral, and it's a bit nippy actually, so I wish there were a fireside here, but there isn't. But this will be the last of these chats that I'm doing, because in 2 days' time I'll be retiring as both Archbishop and as Bishop of Swansea and Brecon. So it's a nice opportunity to say a few things looking back. One of the most important things that I want to say to you is thank you. Thank you to so many people who demonstrated personal warmth towards me. That's meant a huge amount. I've been welcomed into all sorts of communities and places where I've been able to engage with people, and that's been absolutely lovely. But I want to thank you also for your faithfulness to your church and also to the wider communities in which those churches are set. And I think it's particularly important for me to be able to say that thank you in the light of what's happened these past 14 months, the COVID pandemic, which has challenged us all so very much in our personal lives, in our community lives, and in terms of our church life. One of the things that's emerged from those challenging times, though, has been a huge, huge recognition that there's a lot of goodness and kindness and compassion and love around in our communities. People have been so supportive of others in their times of need, in their times of loneliness, sadly in times of their suffering and bereavement. And I hope that that's going to last, that when restrictions are relaxed, and maybe when it's all over, which hopefully it one day will be, that that sense of calling to be supportive, to be compassionate, to be kind, won't vanish with the pandemic. That would be such a great shame. I can look back beyond the pandemic to seeing the church in Wales starting to recognize a need to change, not change for change's sake, but to recognize that whilst we value our traditions, the things that we've done so well for many years, that those things must be looked at, the good things must be kept, but maybe we don't always have to carry on doing things the way we've always done them. And something else that I think we're beginning to recognize is that we do need to be more accessible, more welcoming, and our teaching needs to be refreshed in so many different ways. Refreshing or rehabilitating is a word that I used quite a lot when I became Archbishop. And I see that happening. And I think that that has to also be maintained alongside that community support that I've already spoken about. So I can look back on lots of good things, lots of enjoyable things, some things less enjoyable, but that goes with the job, I suppose. But nevertheless, I see a church that's awakening to new challenges, new opportunities, doing things in new ways that touch people in so many new ways too. Long may that continue. May your faithfulness continue, and may our life as the people of God continue. And more than that, may it prosper. Thank you very much indeed for all that you've done, for all that you continue to do, and God bless you.